Student loan debt is piling up for many college graduates. Governor Walker says part of his State of the State address next week will talk about the problem and how he wants the state to help.
The best way we can do it is keep costs down and do things that we can change in terms of the tax code to make sure they're not getting taxed for the interest on those student loan debt.
We sat down with the governor Friday. He emphasized how a tuition freeze has helped recent UW students.
First time in our state's history, we froze tuition at the University of Wisconsin at all of our campuses 4 years in a row. But for people who were at school taking on loans before that freeze, or for people who went to other institutions out of the state or private institutions, for a lot of our students, they picked up some pretty hefty debt.
Republican State Representative John Mocco of Ledgeview says he's one of several lawmakers working on a package of proposals to be announced this week.
I think it's a very encouraging package.
He says one proposal would give people a break on their state taxes if they pay interest on student loans.
We are introducing a bill that would raise the deductibility from $2,500 and lift that cap. Now, the income restrictions stay in place. So it should really help folks in the middle income range.
Mocco says it would help 32,000 families in Wisconsin. An average family would get an extra $165 each year, and it would mean about $5.2 million less in revenue for the state each year.
We have a little bit of extra money, so we're taking a look at it and saying, hey, what should we do with that? What's a good way to invest that back?
It's likely these proposals will move through the Republican-controlled legislature this session, and it appears a plan backed by Democrats will remain stalled. State Democrats have written a bill that would allow people with student debt to refinance that debt through the state. State Senator Dave Hansen of Green Bay is a leader of that effort.
We've got people with a lot of debt at high interest rate, and they should be able to refinance. That's one thing I would ask the governor to do. And we will put a letter out before he goes and does the State of the State asking for that.
But Governor Walker says he reviewed that idea, and he says it might not help everyone.
What we found is in states like Connecticut, in many areas, actually the rates were not just the same. In some cases, they were higher than the federal government. So it really didn't have the effect that they were looking for.
The governor says he plans to travel to campuses across the state to explain his plans.
Yeah, I think in the next couple of weeks we'll want to get on campus and talk to students and parents and others about it. I mean, I've got 2 sons in college. I personally know how important it is to keep student loan debt down.
Estimates for Wisconsin show the average graduate of a 4-year college leaves with nearly $29,000 of debt. In Maple Bluff, Andrew Lacombe, Fox 11 News.